and welcome to another episode of StrawChat, where this week I am joined by Jake, and we've got a very special guest. It's the singer from Culture Club, Boy George.
Thanks, Chris. I am supposed to be Rob Lucci, but it's just a very terrible outfit. Because I couldn't even
We
find
hit
time.
you, Rob Lucci.
This is a suck.
I didn't want to say anything, Lee, because you're putting a lot of effort into your outfit, but you could have just done this. Like, I'm sorry.
I suppose. But I've got my own little Hattori here. He keeps falling over. I think he's a bit drunk.
Mine's been digitally added in post. You'll notice the 3D effects in full swing.
Well, I mean, I haven't. My outfit isn't complete. I have learned some moves for tonight.
Okay.
So, shave. Hello.
Oh, he was so fast, he was back in his seat before I even noticed. Holy crap.
Iron body.
Oh, that's amazing.
Show us your finger pistols.
I feel like Carrot Top with all my props, man.
Oh,
Worst comedian
I'd
ever.
rather be Carrot Top than Rob.
But yeah, Rob Lucci, what a bastard, as we said last episode, I think.
Hate him? I think I hate him more than Spandam, maybe?
Nah.
Yeah, I can see that. At least Spandam's got a reason. He's like a spoilt rich kid.
Yeah, he's just like I don't know, he's like a Sasuke, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, Lucci's just like a nihilist, I guess. He's just like, I love killing people, squishing them till their guts come out.
Firstly, leave Sasuke alone, right?
He's
done nothing wrong.
said Sasuke because Lee absolutely loves him.
Sasuke
It's
has
his
done
favourite
nothing wrong.
character.
I'm not even up to any episodes where he's done anything too bad yet, so, right, he's good in my books, right? And Rob
He
Lucci's
got
class.
cursed, and his brother was mean to him.
I don't know how you can defend Sasuke when he stole Naruto's first kiss.
Did he?
Yeah, in like episode
Yeah.
3 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, man. the classroom.
Anyway, One Piece.
Wrong show though, because yeah, we're in Enies Lobby, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Which it looks pretty cool. I wrote down it looks like an Elden Ring level, because I feel like it's like that first castle you get to in Elden Ring, where there's like a tiny path and horrible evil bosses every step of the way.
See, I thought that, but I think One Piece at the minute looks a bit too light and cheery to be in Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was just talking about literally like geometry that doesn't make sense, because I think we mentioned it last time, it's like a weird peninsula suspended over a giant abyss.
Yeah. Surrounded
how
by
does this
whirlpools.
exist?
And does it actually tell you why it exists or how it came to be? Did they just find
No.
this island and was like, that would be a good courthouse, that?
It looks like a big hole in the ground, but I don't think it's been explained. And I know last time you guys were saying like, why don't you just sail around it? It's like the show there's like a small iron fence around the whole thing, which is that's their explanation for why you can't get around the gates.
Probably just got some,
It's like,
plumbing underneath and, like, coming up on the outsides, man.
Slurps you right up.
I mean, the City Water 7 is just a big fountain, so they've got the technology. It's just that in reverse.
true.
It's from the
Well-
Void Century, Chris. Get used to it.
Oh no. Is that going to be the go-to explanation for things?
Yeah. It's all explained
Oh.
in the Void Century. You gotta wait for Robin to figure it out.
To read it off a brick.
Did you like how Luffy immediately catapulted himself behind enemy lines because he's like, I'm not waiting
Yeah.
for this train.
Do you know what that kind of reminds me of? When I've played D&D with Lee, and I've been a thief, and I've been looking for traps and stuff, and Lee's just went, I smashed through the door.
Yeah.
I'm going in, yeah.
Well, I mean, that I remember when that happened in D&D, and you guys were all, like, inspecting this door, and after about half an hour, it was just like, I'm just breaking the fucking door down. Like,
And you were correct to do it, because I did not trap the door, because it was the first door of the campaign.
exactly.
So- but yeah, like I love how everyone's just like, yeah, where's Luffy? And then they're all like, like when they realize he's like just flying across straight into like the government base. That never gets old for me in One Piece, when someone's like, well, where is he? And then they're all like, Nani?
I love that it's like just as the finish, like doing like they've got like meticulous like plan that they've like set out.
Yep.
Like, right, you people are gonna go here and you people are gonna go here, and Luffy's gonna do this. Where's Luffy?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it!
Oh,
'cause he
I-
can
I'm guessing
rocket
that's a
himself.
reoccurring thing.
Yeah, for sure. We can rocket himself anywhere, so it's like you can't really hold him down, can you? Last time he ended
True.
up between two buildings.
Watch out for
Yeah.
chimneys.
So like this is kind of where, because I know Chris, you've been talking about like power levels and stuff. This is
Yeah.
where you realize that the Straw Hats are kind of on another level. Like they've leveled up since landing at landing off Skypiea.
Yeah.
Because Luffy sounds like he kind of fights his way through like 10,000 men. Like he doesn't kill them all, but he like holds his own against like 10,000 soldiers.
Some of them definitely die, mind.
The ones he like launches off the cliff and stuff like that.
Yeah, or even it's like some of them he'll punch like 100 foot in the air, and it's like, even if he survived that punch, he's dead when he comes back down.
He does that really cool thing as well, where he like rips a tree out the ground and he like swings it like through like hundreds of guys, and they're getting like telephone calls being like, "He's killed 5 men," and he's like, "Oh, well, that's not too bad." And then like they're trying to shout 500.
Oh.
And yeah, like Zoro and everyone are being badasses, where they're just like, "You frog, knock the fence down, then we're gonna like launch the train like over over the gate and stuff like that."
I love that. I love Gero as well. I don't know the frog's name.
Yokozuna, I think.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Which just means the champion sumo wrestler. It's not really it's not really a name. It's like a title for the best sumo wrestler.
Oh, right. Is that why? Is that
The
why he
wrestler.
tries to stop the train like that instead of
Yes.
like, I don't know, ripping up the track or something?
Yeah, he's definitely supposed to be sumo coded with the palm strikes and stuff. Because like the
Yeah.
wrestler Yokozuna was just called that because it was like a Japanese word they found. It's just what you call the best sumo, like the champion. You call them the Yokozuna.
Right.
But yeah, like, and then this is like another time where we meet 2 more giants as well. Which again, these are like well-known characters to One Piece fans.
I can't remember the names now.
Isn't that
Oimo
just
and
like
Kashi.
yeah? So we find out a bit later their story, but right now it's like, oh no, the Marines have got giants. What the hell, bro? But who takes them down? Does Paulie and the Galileo company? Because Paulie's just came here like full of fire, even though he's like had holes poked in him and all that stuff. Shouldn't really be alive still.
I don't think the Frankie family do any good while they're there, apart from the 2 seahorse things, like the monster, Loch Ness monster things. They're class, but the Frankie family are a bit useless.
Yeah, because they've got bazookas, but they don't really do much.
Kiwi and other square-headed lass, they do quite well. They do the switches and the gatehouses, and
that's
basically
true.
the numbers.
There's like side missions where you've got to like go up the towers and knock the switch before the rest of the people can get through.
It's a bit annoying when you see people split up in One Piece though, because it's like, you know that it's gonna do the One Piece pacing thing of like, oh, we're gonna have like Luffy like fighting for like 2 minutes, and it's going to get really interesting. But then we're going to cut to 3 episodes of them trying to open a gate.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you noticed as well? Like they're obsessed with like people running, and you have to hear the footsteps constantly.
Yeah.
Like there's so much. I'm just like,
adds attention, doesn't it?
I guess it sort of, but it's really prevalent like in One Piece, and I don't think I've noticed it in any other anime. But there's a lot of running around, little footstep noises. But yeah,
That's
so like
weird as well, because like Luffy rockets himself onto the island, and he ends up like in the middle of Enies Lobby from just that one thing. But how many episodes is he running down that corridor for? To try and catch up to Robin? Like 5 episodes or something, he's running down a corridor, and it's like, you skipped half of the island.
But it's cool when he
30
finally
seconds.
does get to that, get to the room. Yeah, but like this part's like it's one of the biggest like large scale battles I guess we've ever seen, where it has like it has the battle map and everything, where people are like, oh, here's Luffy up here, and here's Zoro and everyone, and Robin's all the way up here. But yeah, like we're just all in it now. That, like I said, the Galileo company somehow managed to take down the giants with like Gulliver style tricks, like hammering the hair to the wall, things like that, getting them all tied up in ropes.
I did think it did do quite a good job, because obviously normally in One Piece it'll be like it'll go from one fight, and you're like, oh yeah,
Mm.
that'll go to something else, and it'll pace it a bit longer. But it seemed like everyone had the tension going because you were like, oh, they're gonna get these switches, or they've come across that the judge guy with the three heads is actually three men in a coat, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're just like guilty.
Yeah, One Piece
And
does
I
this
did
well, where they're like, it's always someone important that each member of the crew's fighting. So it'll
Yeah.
like have like Nami fighting against Khalifa and like Lucci against Luffy. Who does Zoro fight? What's he
Wolf
called?
Kaku.
Kaku. I was thinking nose guy. Compared to other ones where like Dragon Ball, for example, it'll have Goku fighting someone like Frieza, and then it'll show you like 10 seconds of Gohan fighting like 3 unnamed henchmen who you're never going
Yeah.
to see ever again that aren't important. And it's like, I don't care about
Well,
that.
like-
Just go back.
Yeah, like other shows like to sweep the board clean, where it's like, oh well, the loser guys are finished with. Now it's just the two main
Yeah.
characters here.
Yeah.
Which like One Piece does normally end up Luffy versus Big Bad, but they do try and like weave the big skirmish in. But yeah, like this stuff, like the action's like great here because we just get like loads of stuff. Like, you know, like you said, the 3-head guy. There's like weird executioner people where they're like, oh, we took all the horrible death row criminals and we just let them become like crazy executioner guys. Like we said it last week, what the hell is this island? Do people just live here, or do they all just are they all like work colleagues who wander around the buildings, not doing anything?
Yeah, did I have families there or?
Because like it's established this is a big emergency where it's like you're not supposed to break in here, but they've got so many defenses that they must never use. But yeah, you get like loads of cool moments where it's like, oh well, we've got to open all these gates and get through. And like I said, like the giants show up to be like, oh no, it's impossible, and they find a way through. And yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah, the giant beast things, they end up getting friggin' like killed. Well, not killed, but it's like proper heartbreaking when they're getting like shot with like trench mortars and stuff, and you're just like, no. And like Chopper's like, I'll pass on your last words to everyone.
I'm
I
assuming
felt worse for
we
them.
all thought they were dead, didn't we?
It
Yeah.
definitely looked like
Yeah.
the first one died.
I felt worse for them than any of the Frankie family.
Mind
Yeah.
though,
Oh.
when we thought the Frankie family was dead, were you happy? You must have been like happy when Frankie finds out that they're all
Oh, yeah.
alive. Yeah, that was exciting. But I think
I-
that's
yeah.
because
Get
you
in.
love Frankie and you're like, hey, Frankie's happy. I don't care about the Frankie family.
I think it was more because Paulie was in there as well.
the good cheerleaders at least, because they're always just like rah, like whenever something's said. But yeah, so like around this time is where we get Luffy start like dropping hints that he's got some like extra skills that he wants to try out and stuff as well. And I know Chris, you were pretty interested in this thing when he fights
Yeah.
Bruno on the roof and finally unveils his new secret technique.
Yeah, it was weird because obviously I'm used to like Dragon Ball Z where it was just like there's a big training arc heading up to it, or there's
Yeah.
like there's a very dramatic moment that causes them to unleash this power or something.
Yeah.
Or they're on
Or
death's
even
door.
hints like 100 episodes of Vegeta going, I'm going to be the legendary Super Saiyan, and
Yeah.
mentioning it every single episode. But then 100 episodes later, Goku becomes a legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There was
in
no
like
hints
Dragon
for
Ball,
this.
in Dragon Ball, they did it on episode 100 as well. So it was like, oh well, it's like a special. This is gonna be like a special thing, we built up to something. I don't know what episode this is, but it's not as if it's like an anniversary. I don't think, but yeah,
It was great. Like
He-
there was no hints for it, and just the fact that one night in the chat, Chris just posted a picture of Luffy doing his like fist on the floor pose, and Chris just like,
oh yeah,
what the hell's this?
Yeah. I had no idea. I don't know. I'd heard of Gear whatever, but I didn't know what it was.
I mean, you'll have heard of Gear 5. That's the problem with being a late run like One Piece fan, because like everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, Gear 5 Luffy was like massive news in like the anime community. But now at least you know how it starts.
But no, I genuinely I didn't know what it looked like. I assumed it was some kind of power up, but I didn't know what it looked like or anything. And then it was just like, oh, what's this? Why is he steaming? Why is this?
Yeah, that's kind of what all the enemies also say as well, and they're like, "What's
Yeah.
going on here?" So yeah, is it just called Gear 5, Gear 2 in English?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's Gear second in Japanese for some reason, and I think that goes with it with being like third, fourth, and fifth rather than like fifth gear. It's like Gear fifth for some reason. But yeah, you had questions early on, but I guess now you've seen more episodes, they've been answered because Rob Lucci kind of
Yeah.
goes
He
through it
he
all.
kind of Yeah, so basically the questions I had when I first saw it was what was the steam coming off his body? Because I thought,
Mm.
oh, is it wasted power or energy?
Yeah.
And I can't remember what else now. How did he get it as well?
I think he just like Luffy's a bit like Goku in that he just sort of invents combat stuff now and then off screen normally.
He's got a
Yeah.
good imagination. That's like
Yeah.
one of his powers, I would say.
Yeah, like how Goku's like, oh yeah, I figured Super Saiyan 3 would work, and I'll just give it a try, sort of thing. And
Oh,
it did happen.
what if I do a Kamehameha wave with my feet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like that's the thing you don't always see with the Straw Hats is like when they actually train and develop this stuff. Like it seems like they do it in the downtime that we don't see,
Yeah.
unless it's like a specific like Naruto, like this character is going to teach you something new. Like there is
Yeah.
some of that every now and then. But yeah, did you think it was impressive though? Because I definitely remember being like super jazzed when this first happened because it kind of like
Yeah.
it lets you know, oh, there's another level. Like we've got room to go here, like in future.
Because to be honest, with Bruno when he was
Yeah.
fighting him, because he had the iron skin, he had the super speed, and he had the door fruit,
Yeah, he
which you
like
learn
he
about.
fucks with his eyes, doesn't he? Like makes his eyes
Yeah.
turn spin round in his head.
And I was thinking, right, this is probably going to be a couple of episodes fight, and he's going to get by like the skin of
Yeah.
his teeth, and then learn to kick harder or punch harder or something like that
Mhm.
from it to pierce his iron skin, like kind of like Sanji did on the
Yes.
train. You know, when he started kicking him, and he was like, "Oh, that was nearly strong enough to break
Yeah.
my iron skin,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and then that just jumps out of nowhere, and it's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? This is amazing."
It's pretty much one punch or something, isn't it? Or maybe he's about 3 punches. I think he lands. And
He
then just
fucks him up
like,
because like
collapses.
Bruno is like, oh well, you'll never catch my super speed, and then he's like he like Luffy comes to the side of him while he's like doing super speed and just like knocks him through like a chimney.
Yeah,
And so this is where we also learn how the six powers work, and it's just like they're all basically made up of like overwhelming human strength because the shave thing, the super speed, they're like, oh well, I saw that you were just kicking the ground 10 times to like propel yourself or something.
yeah.
And the same with the moonwalk, it's like kicking so hard that you like bounce off the air
It's
molecules.
so stupid.
They don't really explain what the like tempest kick is. Or, yeah, I don't know. It's like that gets crazy later on with the giraffe as well.
Well,
Oh.
that's got to be just kicking the air so hard that it creates like a thin gust of wind.
Sonic boom or something.
It's like,
Well, I guess, but
it's like
we'll talk about
Midoriya's
it.
My Hero Academia. I'm watching that at the moment. Midoriya does that.
Uh-huh.
He just kicks so hard or flicks, and it causes a gust
Yeah.
of wind, and it's just a tempest kick, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, Bluno is pretty much taken out. And then we sort of learn he's kind of the weakest anyway. Maybe him and Chappa Pie or whatever that guy's called.
Ah,
He
big
sucks.
mouth.
Big zip mouth for no reason. We don't really learn what his power is.
Fugarija? Or
Yeah,
Fugarija or
something like that.
Fujiriga?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But there's some cool lines here though, because like Bluno's like how long do you intend to keep fighting? And Luffy's just like, until I die. We're just like, okay, Luffy is committed to the bit today.
Yeah.
But like I think Zoro does explain a bit because like to like Usopp, he's like, oh, we've all gotten stronger without realizing. Like, oh no, he says it
Yeah.
because Sogeking falls off the monster, and he's like, and everyone's like, is he gonna be okay? And like Zoro's like, yeah, we've all got like really strong, even him.
I'm sure that's just like whatever, I can't be us calling Batman.
Yeah,
Just say
oh,
that.
yeah, definitely. And so this is where we get the giant stuff, which I was like, oh, this is super nice. I didn't remember this at all when he's like they're crying because they've like let down the like leaders, and like Usopp's
Yeah.
like, what you mean, like Droggy and Broggy, and they're like, what? Like, and he's like, yeah,
and he
yeah,
starts laughing like them, and
yeah. He does the like the ka ba 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 ba, and they're like, oh well, yeah. You'd have to know them to know what the laugh is like.
yeah,
And yeah, it turns out the government told the Giants that their captains had been like imprisoned, and they had to like work for 50 years to get parole for them, and that's why they're here. And it's like,
the bastards.
exactly, it's fucked up, man. But that just makes them resolute in we're gonna smash the government now. And it it's funny, right? Because everyone's always like, well, Usopp's a liar, and it's like, well, he's on the shoulders of giants, literally. Like, is he
Yeah.
a brave warrior of the sea? Because it kind of looks like it right now.
Yeah.
I just love how they play with that, where you're like, oh, Usopp could never, and then suddenly Usopp do, and you're like, what?
I mean, they even ask him to join him at the end. It's like, do you wanna come to what's the island called again?
Elbath.
Do you wanna come to Elbath? And he's like,
Yeah.
well, maybe he's
Yeah, so like so this is where Robin and Spandam and Frankie sort of come into play, like on the top of their building. And there's that whole thing.
Oh, Frankie, man.
Is it
Oh,
standing on the
Frankie.
wall bits?
I mean, yeah, that part does come up pretty soon, and we start learning about Buster Calls and stuff like that.
But yeah, I don't know. It was sad and stuff, but it's not Frankie.
So you're still not
I mean-
bothered about Robin?
She's all right. I mean, she's still miserable.
I think I was saying to you, like, Japanese child voice actor is really bad. Like, it actually sounds like it might be an actual child, so I don't want to make fun of them that much. But it sounds like they're really like close up to the mic and stuff, and they're not great at like crying on cue.
I did notice at the and the endings of this and the closing credits, they did have loads of pictures. Was that from like fan drawings?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was like stuff
Oh.
people had sent in to like the magazines and that.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
there's
see
quite a
that.
few drawings. They didn't look like, I'm not going to say they're bad, but they didn't look like they were done
Yeah.
by older people.
Oh yeah, they looked like things like kids would send into magazines, like, oh look, it's Crash Bandicoot. And they'd be like, yeah. So we get the flashback to O'Hara, where it's like, oh, it's an island of scholars and archaeologists that the government decides to genocide because they're like, you've learned too much.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
So we
research
get-
in the Void Century. And I think they've got a
Yeah.
poneglyph, haven't they?
In the base of the tree, yeah.
Yeah. And we don't know yet, but those trees are apparently important and known to Frankie at least. But yeah, so basically Robin wants to be accepted so much because everyone in the world hates her for having a devil fruit and just being general nerd and weird, I guess.
This is proper sad.
It's
like-
awful. I think the worst part for me was when she gets off the island, which we see like Akuiji and Jaguar D Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's a giant admiral who forsakes the government because he's like, this is too fucked up for even me.
Yeah.
The basically help Robin escape, and Akuiji's like, look, you can go if you just row this boat. I'll let you go, and he's like, but it's gonna suck out there.
We get to see
can't kill
another admiral as well, don't we? So
Oh boy, yeah.
there's
Span-
Aikanu, who that's the ice guy, yeah. Kizaru,
Akuiji.
no, Akuiji, that's it. And
Yeah.
is Aikanu, that's the other one.
Yeah, I think so.
Sakazuki.
Yes.
He's got different names. I don't know if it's in Japanese and English. It has different names or something. But
No, yeah, I think they both got two names, but they kind of only use one at a time normally. Yeah.
Do you talk about Spandam's dad?
No,
no.
you only see him very. You probably wouldn't even notice him, like for you, Chris, because he hasn't really come up yet. But he's got a
Oh,
cap and like
the-
a cigar. I
The
think.
one who orders for the other ship to be blown up with all the O'Hara citizens on.
Yeah,
So we've got
Oh,
like two big
yes.
admirals. We've got Akuiji
Aokiji.
and Akainu, I
the
think
ice
it
one.
is, isn't it?
and Aikanu, which is he's more ruthless. So we've got one who's like kind of laid back and lazy, and then the
Yeah.
other one who's just like, this is justice, kill them all, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Two like opposite sides of the coin, literally.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't clock that he was important. I thought he was just generic guy in the background,
Well, no,
guy in charge.
Yeah, that's the thing. You won't yet, but it's like, yeah, I think like they'll like how they were saying like, oh, the vice admirals are like the one of the top level powers and stuff. Like, you'll see them soon.
You're gonna absolutely hate him. You might hate him even more than
Lucci, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, so then basically we get a quick flash of Robin's life after this horrible genocide, and it turns out everyone tries to sell her out for a bounty, whoever she meets in life, until Crocodile, basically, who, say what you will about Crocodile, he at least doesn't try and sell her to the government. Like,
he does try and kill her though.
Yeah, I know, but at least he's like, well,
at least
like,
it's not for money.
You know what you're gonna get with Crocodile. I feel like
True.
Well, he's a bad man though. I can't say anything good about him if he's a bad man to Luffy.
I've got a question weirdly about Crocodile for this. He was one of the seven warlords of the sea?
Yeah.
Why was he so weak in Alabasta? Because you get to CP9 now.
Yeah.
And Bluno could chin him.
Probably.
I don't think Crocodile's really that weak. I think he was just having a bad day and Luffy exploited his weakness. But other than that,
I mean, that's the thing, like I guess like a Logia type, you know, like where he's like made of sand, or like Smoker. Like, to most people, those are kind of like really hard to beat, because like, how do you fight sand or whatever? Obviously Luffy found a way, but I think that's how they get away with it. It's like, oh well, the government can't really catch him because they're not going to send CP9 after him because he's not that important. But like, any of the admirals aren't enough to like take him down, sort of thing.
So I thought, because we've been watching the live action as well, and it's was it Emperors of the Sea they're called, or something like that?
Well, there's different. So the 7 warlords are a thing, and then there's the 4 emperors, which you learn about at the end of this arc.
Right, that's where I'm getting that from.
Different levels, yeah.
So the warlords, are they not like pirates that are basically the government that I'd rather work with them because they're too hard to...
Kind of,
They're sanctioned by the government so that they have to assist the government if called upon, in exchange for being allowed to pirate around the seas.
Because remember when we see Don Flamingo, the feather guy, when he goes to that meeting, and Hawkeye Mihawk is one at this point, where he's like, where if he gets called in to murder some fools, he sort of has to go. Yeah, but yeah, we're getting into it now, where it's like, well, Crocodile's been beaten, therefore there's a gap in the warlords, and it's sort of like there's a push and pull thing going on.
Yeah. I'm just thinking he must have been one of the weakest then.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking for the power difference now, even for CP9, which I know is kind of like a secret service kind of thing, isn't it?
I guess that half of them do seem like chuckleheads, because we do start meeting the rest of them during this time, and there's some talk of devil fruits being given out to people, and I think this is apart from seeing Luffy and like Chopper's backstory, this is the first time you've seen like an adult struggle with like, do I eat this? Like, this is gonna like be really weird. It's gonna change my entire life.
Do they use a knife and fork or something for the devil fruits?
It does, definitely. But I think Kaku's are like bananas, so he just peels and eats them like bananas. I think, don't you only need like one bite of it or something?
I don't know why they always eat them all.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it tastes gross. And then there's like a guy, I can't remember his name. He's the wolf guy, but he's like, oh no, get away from me! Like, I can't be next to another devil fruit user because the devils will fly out of our bodies and destroy each other. It's like there's weird like myths because they don't normally meet each other that often.
I did like that part.
This is where it's explaining how you can't have 2 devil fruits.
Yes,
like you can't eat 2 because otherwise I think you'll just explode or something. It says.
It sounds like it.
I want to see someone eat 2 devil fruits, just so we can see what actually happens.
Some greedy guy must have done it, otherwise there wouldn't be a myths.
I know we're kind of talking about Ohara, but this is that was the point where they mentioned the was it a scientist or something doing something with devil fruit?
Yeah, Vegapunk.
Vegapunk, yeah.
Name dropped right now, and you don't really see him for a long time. But yes, that's because of Funkfried, who is the sword that has eaten an elephant. That's been combined with an elephant fruit. You can't really say it ate it, but it's now an elephant sword.
Oh, is that when someone says, "Oh, did that elephant eat a sword fruit?" And they're like, "No." It was the other way around.
Exactly. Which
It's like, what?
go off order. You just make up whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I was watching the thing the other day where it was on about the, do you know the SBS things that Lee reads out?
Yes.
And he was just like, I love reading them because you just see in real time Oda bullshitting his way out of loopholes.
Yeah, but he's good at it, and he just
Yeah,
writes.
yeah.
He just makes a little drawing, and then you have to believe him because he drew it. Turns into canon.
The door guy.
Exactly.
The guy
Yeah.
that fixes doors.
Yep. Which he eventually rolls into a real character, or I can't remember what order that happens in, but crazy.
I don't know if we've seen Panda Man yet in the anime.
Oh yeah, he was in Frankie's.
Right.
No, sorry, not Frankie. Foxy's crew.
Ah, right. Because Panda Man shows up all the time in the manga.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's just a random guy that he just keeps drawing in just for a laugh.
He looks really cool, so he's got a fan base now.
There was a question about the gap years, or what is it, what do they call it?
The Void Century.
Void Century. So did these scholars get passed down this knowledge, or did they find this tree with a poneglyph in it and then set up like a scholar island?
I think that's what it's implying, is that they went there to like try and learn the language, and I think they're the only ones who know it at this point that we know of, like who can actually read it. And because
Right.
Robin sneaks in the basement and figures out what they're doing, technically, from what we know, she's the only living person who can read these right now.
Oh, because we did see it in Sky Pier as well, up the top, where they were like, "Oh yeah, we cannot read this."
Yeah, but she can. But as far as we know, no one else living can. So
right,
that's why she's important. Yeah.
Right.
So the devil fruits that Khalifa and Kaku eat, we get an amazing moment where the wolf guy, it's like, you're a giraffe. I was like, well, I love giraffes. And that argument's amazing.
It's so funny though, because like he's like saying something serious that his ears twitch, and the guy's just like,
Usopp again with these tactics as well, being like, oh, what do you think's cooler, Zoro, giraffes or wolves? And then they start arguing, and it's like, yes, let's escape.
So this part's really cool, where it basically does turn into a video game though, where it's like you got to get the 5 keys for Robin's handcuffs from the 5 different bosses. And we kind of skipped over it, but this is where we get Robin's like "I want to live" moment, which is important, and it didn't get me like in the feels this time, but I think the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, save her, because like it's where they do the thing where he's like, Soga King, shoot down that flag. It's just like it's so cool.
It's the first time I've ever seen any sniping come from that man's hand.
And I love the fact that he doesn't, because normally Usopp questions everything, or he's like worried, and he's like, nope, I'm just gonna do it. It's the moment. I'm not gonna worry about the consequences.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. Usopp wasn't there, was he?
Soga King.
Soga King.
And Frankie torches the Pluton blueprints with his fire breath as well. Yeah. Because we learn he just had them in his pants, I guess, the whole time.
Yeah.
Also, Chris, did you like how he inflated his butt and did a big fart?
Yes.
He saves Robin with it, technically.
That's why he's the best character, man.
He's
just living off cola.
Chris, did you feel anything when Robin shouted, "I want to live"?
Yeah, I absolutely love that moment where she was like, "I want to live," blah, blah, blah. But what took it away from me was at the start of every episode after that, they replayed that moment. And I was like, oh yeah, the second time, that's still good, still hitting. Third time, fourth time, I'm like, okay, I'm skipping this part now. Plus 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, but you know what? There was a few times where I had a couple of nights without watching it, and I was actually happy to watch the recap after like a day or two. It's like, actually, I need this.
There's a few people I've spoke to that is their favorite moment in One Piece.
Yeah,
right.
Well, it's one of them. I think I'm not belittling anything, but it depends how depressed you are, I think, at the moment when you see it, because it's a depressed woman like crying out for help, and it's like, and Luffy's like, of course I'm going to help you, I just wanted you to say it, like, so I wasn't overstepping any boundaries. But yeah, it's amazing because like from this moment on, she's like trying to not die, which is kind of the opposite of what she's been doing so at this point. But yeah, so this is where we get everyone facing off with their own individual worst CP9 enemy. Like you've said, Kaku and the wolf guy are sort of fighting. Zoro and Sogeking who accidentally get handcuffed together so that they can't fight properly.
We get a useless one between Sanji and Khalifa first.
Oh my god, yeah, we should turn him into like a weird blow-up doll.
But then Nami takes over because we find out that Khalifa's got the soap fruit or something?
My god, right?
Yeah.
You know how I definitely prefer subs? Like I've seen her dub clip and it's absolutely insane when it's just like like with all the soap and stuff. It's so much funnier in the dub because the woman is just going like crazy on the whole like sexiness thing.
Yeah, we do get a bit of fan service in this where it's like
time to soap up Nami's chest.
Yeah, and she's like rubbing that thigh and there's like suds rolling down it and it's like, I suppose it's a bit of a sexy fight.
Yeah, but
it's a cartoon.
Nami's like pretty badass in this entire like arc with should pretty much just like electrocutes everybody over and over again. But I'm like, I did not remember her being this much of a badass like at this point with her thunderbolt tempo and weird mirage stuff.
Yeah. It's the Robin's cry. Give her a bit of motivation.
Yeah,
do you know what would have been amazing though with her if she actually, I don't know, because she's a thief, isn't she?
Yeah.
Do you think she'd know how to pick a lock?
Yeah, she does.
Do a pair of handcuffs.
Technically, she does steal the samurai guy's key, which is like, okay, she used that thief powers a little bit because she runs into him first, the guy who's like, oh,
oh yeah,
the really annoying guy.
I liked him.
I mean, I like him. I don't understand his power where he's like life return or something, and I'm just like, I don't really understand this because Lucci does it later on when he like shrinks himself to like a smaller size. I don't know, but that guy fucks with Chopper real bad because Frankie's taken out by the round man because he's like trying to get his cola and all that stuff. And you get all them funny jokes where he like gives him vegetable juice and he's like,
he locks the guy in the fridge for like an hour.
Yeah, and he opens it. He's like, free up.
He's like, I've ate all the food, and like Chopper's like, what? Why did you do that? And then he just like digests it really quick with his like weird powers.
Metabolism.
I guess so. But this makes Chopper decide that the only course of action is to take all of his drugs at one time when he's only supposed to have 2 at a time.
Chris, did the opening credits ruin this for you? Did you see the opening credits or did you skip them?
I started skipping them when Jake was just like, oh yeah, there's potentially some spoilers. So what I'll do is I'll see that it is the normal one and then I'll skip it. If it's a new opening, I'll watch it once.
Yeah, at least experience the song.
Yeah, but I try to skip them. Just it was from finding out Nico Robin was in the crew. I was just like, oh right, so the spoilers in the intro now. Best start skipping them.
I mean, it's not gonna ruin it massively. I mean, we watched all Dragon Ball Z when like Trunks was in the intro. Like years before we actually saw future Trunks.
I'm sure the intro at the beginning of the Saiyan saga shows Goku as a Super Saiyan, doesn't it?
Like... It did on the American one. Like the ball flies into the logo and then he goes. Yeah. I mean, we'd all seen Supersonic by that point, so.
In that episode titled "The One Where Krillin Dies,"
or
something.
That happens in this as well. Don't think One Piece is exempt from like, you know, the climactic final battle. Luffy beats the bad guy. Like. Yeah, so like this is the first time you see Monster Point Chopper, I guess you could call it.
Right.
And yeah, like, but you get hints of this, don't you? When like in the Drum Island, where it's like, oh, like a monster attacked the town or whatever.
I was gonna say I'm kind of on the villagers' side here. Do you know when they drive him out of the village and they're like, it's a monster and shoot him? I'm like, you killed loads of people.
Monster Point Chopper's terrifying because it does that whole, like scream, that like lamenting like scream. I was just like,
and he goes like feral monster, where you kind of control what he's doing and recognize
just a kaiju running through town.
He does, he starts climbing up the building like King Kong at some point, and Frankie's like, hi, what did you do? When he's like holding the dead guy in his hand, he just like throws him like miles away. And Frankie's like, oh, well, that's good, I guess. Are you okay? And he's just like,
I think so. Oh, it's shit. How I cannot hurt you, and I'm gonna try to bring you around. But
I
oh
know.
well,
He does
these
blast him
guys
in-
like you.
he blasts them into the ocean, which is a pretty good solution. Use the seawater to try and dampen things down.
Yeah.
Did you expect Chopper was going to have anything like that in the back pocket though, like a super
No.
transformation? Yeah.
No.
It's
No,
a really
I-
yeah.
I'm glad
Like-
that we are keeping some things a surprise for you, like Monster Chopper and Gear 2. And it's like,
You know what though?
Yeah.
There was one time you sent me a Griffith from Berserk shitpost that had Monster Point Chopper drawn in it, and I was like, oh, ha ha ha, that's funny, Chris.
You messaged me
you
about
see-
that scene. Chris had just sent us something and it's got Monster Chopper in, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's realised. And I was like, oh, I hope not.
I think-
No, I thought it was just like a
Yeah.
fan drawing or something
you-
to make it
or
look
you thought-
scary.
I was gonna say you probably thought it was like Zord or something, like a Chopper as Zord, like goof him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even remember what the joke was, but yeah, you're flying close to the sun, Chris, with
I
TikTok.
know. I've got to swap it now. I'm getting loads of anime stuff on my TikTok now as well.
Yeah.
Loads of One Piece stuff,
Yeah,
and it's normally the weird
montages and that.
the feel good montages that are meant to like. Do you know remember the motivational speakers years
Yeah.
ago where they were like, "Get up, go to the gym, or you're a dick," and all this sort of stuff. It's kind of like that, where it's like, "Don't give up," but it's got loads of
Yeah.
spoilers in it.
Yeah, you just gotta close your eyes and swipe. But yeah, basically everyone, all of the Straw Hats, except I guess Robin and Nami, sort of. Everyone gets like a cool upgrade because like
Yeah,
Sanj-
Zoro gets a good upgrade. Like, I messaged you in the chat about this, saying like, oh,
Yeah.
how are they going to do this in the live action? Can you remember Zoro's sword that he uses against Kaku?
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's just
it's
Oh,
a bit
man.
bumpy,
like,
isn't it?
yeah. And he's like, he keeps on putting him in front of the other blade, like as a distraction, man. But yeah, he does that Asura thing where he gets like, he does 9 sword style, which is like, all right, Zoro.
Yeah. I did like how Zorro in this fight, do you know when Sniper King was kind of like trying to get them to argue amongst themselves, and Zorro
Yeah.
was just like, "What are you talking about? They're gonna cotton on and start fighting, so we may as well fight now. Shut up."
I'm sure Zoro has some like really cool line before the fight starts where he holds his sword up and he's like, "My sword thirsts for blood," or something like that.
Definitely.
Oh,
It's almost as
Better
good as
than-
Sanji's really cool line, the one that you really liked, Chris.
my favorite Sanji line
Yeah.
Can you remember it?
to make about his spicy foot and justice or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
God created. What?
Yeah, it's like, was it like
God
God
created,
created food?
spices.
No, it's the devil who created the spices
Oh,
because of his
yeah,
spicy leg.
Jesus, man.
But
Well,
yeah,
have you got the quote there?
oh, it was something about the devil creating spices. I don't know if it was like God creates food or whatever, but I don't know. What did you think of his Diablo leg?
Diable Jambe.
His fiery leg.
It was good. I don't know. It's kind of after you see like Year 2 Monster Chopper. I was kind of like, I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah, he is a
No.
human. He is a human, though. Remember, like, you
Oh,
know,
I know. I mean,
And-
isn't
and this is-
Luffy?
this is his first taste of like this is everyone's first seeing of like the 6 powers. So like, it's all like they haven't had time to... I don't know when he developed this though, when he was like, oh, if I spin really fast on one foot it'll set on fire, and then
I'm sure that was when he was fighting Bluno on the train, and
Maybe.
he was just like, well, maybe if I just kick him harder.
I need more heat.
Yeah.
There's also a part where Zoro makes his arms grow really big and he's like, to gorilla slash or something, and I'm like,
Oh,
I don't think he
yes.
ever does that again. And Kaku's fighting style is absolutely insane when he's like doing all the weird stuff where he's like giraffe pasta machine when his legs go really big.
Or is that when his neck gets stuck inside of him and he's like, I can't move?
Yeah, but then he starts kicking his little legs and feet and doing loads of tempest kicks, and then they bounce off the ceiling and start raining down like knife rain. And that's when I was
Yeah.
like, what is this? What's going on?
I do love
It's
Kaku,
fine.
mind. Like, I know he's a villain, but Kaku is so cool.
Well, you know when we made fun of that guy online who said he wanted to be cast as Kaku?
Oh yeah.
That, to be honest, attitude-wise, that is exactly what Kaku would act like on social media when he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm really cool." Because like throughout that entire fight, he's like, "No, you should take me seriously. I'm gonna do this stupid spin move, but it's gonna cut the entire building in half."
Doesn't he?
He does. It
do you know
stays wonky for the entire arc.
Until it falls. Do you know the powers that CP9 have? What they're called again?
It's just the 6 powers.
So does Zorro have them now without realizing it?
I think so. Like
'Cause he
Zoro's
did that-
just different. He's just built different, I think.
Because
What
when
kind
he,
of powers do you mean?
is he? I don't know. Is he doing like a Tempest kick with his sword? Do you know when he cuts through steel for the first time? Was it iron?
Oh, well, yeah.
On alabaster.
And his whatever pound Phoenix is like launching a beam, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, and then he's got the distance attack with his sword that he does in Skypiea.
Yeah, and his dragon twister thing, which just cuts upwards like through the ceiling and stuff.
And then his gorilla arm thing.
I don't know what he did there. I don't think that comes. I think Oda was just having a weird day that day. But yeah, his Asura thing. So like he does have a lot of stuff that's related to like demons and like, you know, god stuff, like sort of Buddhist stuff. I don't know what that is technically, because it's not as if he's moving really fast, but like Kaku's like, oh, I think I'm seeing the image of a demon or something. So I don't know if it's like a projection of like his like, you know, fighting energy, and it just appears like he has 9 swords, but it's not actually true. I don't know.
Right,
Not
right.
true.
Unless he's just going that fast, kind of like when Luffy's punching with the Gatling. And
That's
he's like,
the thing,
well, you've just got 2 hands.
I don't think it's super speed. I think it's literally like some kind of manifestation, you know, a little bit like Sasuke when he's like, I don't know, I've got this weird like Susanoo thing that I can do randomly.
I can change it to a log.
He's in league with the demons, is Zoro.
Right.
But yeah, so this is also where we get hints of Gear 3. And we're like, what? Luffy's got extra stuff? And it hides it from us though, doesn't it? Like it's like all in shadow.
It's immediately after Gear 2 as well.
Yeah.
Like, he beats Blurner when he's like, just before Blurner falls down, he's like, oh, well, and he bites his thumb or something, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I almost had to use the extra special thing I thought of. And then Chris is like,
Show me.
But yeah, we sort of hear him knock a giant door down when he gets into that tunnel to try and find Lucci. I love this. This fight's so fun though. Especially how he just kicks the door in when he finally gets there, and he's just like, it's sliding across the floor like Robin. And yeah, Lucci's a real piece of work when you actually have to fight him one-on-one.
Oh,
Yeah, because it goes to his flashback episode, doesn't it?
yes. I was just about
At
to
some
say
point soon, yeah.
Also, sorry, I didn't want to take that from you, Lee.
that. No, you go for it. Go on.
Well,
This is your
you're the
first
one dressed as Rob Lucci. See,
So I can't remember where it was, but the sent Lucci into some like rebellious town or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it pirates have took over the village?
yeah.
Oh yeah. The village did nothing wrong.
And Lucci goes in, and instead of saving all the hostages, he just murders all of them. And then he kills all the pirates as well, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just he's absolutely
And he's
heartless.
like-
all he wants is death.
And we think he's 12 years old or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Something.
and they're like, what? They've sent this one child to overthrow the sort of insurrection. It's like, yep. But it turns out the government's like, well, any sort of city that's going to fall to pirates that easily doesn't deserve to be a city. It's like, all right.
You know what it
Bit
reminds
harsh.
me of? If you see them TikToks of the anime guy that pretends to be the dragon, and he's got the open shirt, and he's just like, the army's been defeated. I'll go and take them. And he's like,
Can't stand him, man. He's so annoying. And he's always talking about like
Rob Lucci?
his girlfriend and like someone stole his girlfriend. Is that him?
Yeah.
You're gonna feel the wrath of the dragon unless I get my girlfriend back.
Oh god.
Rob
But yeah,
Lucci.
so like Lucci is bad business, and we don't really learn who taught him the 6 powers or whatever, but he's just, I guess he was trained from a child, like an orphan, kind of like Luffy, but in a worse
He's
way.
just like a child prodigy, isn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, that's after he gets knocked out for the first time. But like Luffy is kind of no match for him, like kind of, but it turns out like Luffy's like wearing him down over time,
Yeah.
sort of. But it's quite interesting because he's the one who explains that like the second gear is like he's like, oh, you've just accelerated your blood pressure. It's kind of like you've taken drugs. He's like, it's like doping. That's what he says in Japanese. I don't know if he literally says that in English or whatever.
I can't remember the exact thing now.
Yeah, but it's like that's I guess it's like Luffy can just give himself a quick hit of cocaine when he needs to fight real good.
Quick bump from his shin.
Yeah, and he says some ominous stuff like, "Oh, this will be like shortening your lifespan and stuff like that." And there's a few times in the series where people tell Luffy that, but he kind of doesn't care. It seems because he's like, "Well, I need to do it, otherwise everyone will get taken from me." It's like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but yeah, Lucci's got some weird moves as well. He can like flick like air bullets at people, and then it sets them on fire at one point. And I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, what's that got to do with leopards?
Yeah, I didn't get this, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I did write down all the good animation starts now because I think like the second time they start going at it, once he like floods the room and they go upstairs, like I'm sure the animation like kicks up a notch with the frame.
Yeah.
And we've got Frankie who's got past as well, and he's running to save Robin.
Yeah.
And Spandam's desperately trying to get her through.
He's
what's
so
the gates
awful.
called? Gates of Judgment or
Gates
something?
of Justice.
Gates of Justice.
Yeah.
And Robin clinging onto the side with her teeth.
And he smacks her all over the place as well. Sends the scary elephant. He's like, oh, don't hit any of our vital organs, Funk Freed. It's like, fuck off, man. He's such a dick.
Is this not where he reveals that it was his dad that called the Buster call on our island as well?
Oh, yes, Andy accidentally calls the Buster call on this island, and he's like, "Oh well, no one will care if we kill all of my underlings." And they're like, "What?"
Oh yeah, he's announcing it over the speaker, and then he's like, "This is me, Monkey D. Luffy." And everyone's just like, "No, it's fucking not."
Yeah, endlessly clumsy. But yeah, like so, Frankie tries to save Robin, but who ultimately saves the day? It's the King of Snipers, as he like blasts Spandam in the face, and then it's revealed that he also launched the keys over to Frankie like at the same time, and it's like, dude, like you finally pulled it together in the one moment. Because Sanji tells him, yeah, Sanji tells him, he's like, you're the only one who can save Robin. He's like, what? Like, and he has to like figure it out. We need.
And all the Marines are trying to shoot back, but they're like, he's attacking with a slingshot, and he's too far away. The wind's blowing, so all the bullets can't get him. And it's like, but he's managing to do it with a bloody catapult.
Because he is cool. He does have skills, technically. But there is some talk here where Sanji's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter that you're not a fighter. Like, everyone brings something to the team. And Usopp just has to realize he's not going to be like a Sanji or a Zoro. He's got other skills that he's got to work on his own. Okay, so Chris, what did you think about Gear Third when you finally saw that?
It was like going into second gear or gear 2. I was like, it was unexpected, and I was like, come on, fucking get him, bastard.
Get him with go on, get him with the bone balloon.
Yeah. It's like that moment that you very rarely get now. What I'd very rarely get now is when first time you see a Super Saiyan, and you're like, underdogs coming back.
But it's great as well, though, because Lucci's like, oh, well, that's just fake. Like, you've just filled up your hand with air. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, gets, like, blasted through the wall.
This is what's
coming through.
I think this is the thing that wins it for Luffy as well.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of damages Lucci's legs or something, doesn't it? When he punches him out the wall onto the pirate ship. Well, there's that. Plus, also, Luffy's just seems to got this, like, amazing resilience, probably from spending like 10 years of his life just being punched every day by Garp.
Thrown into the ravine.
Yeah, I forgot about that. What a horrible childhood.
But like, yeah, so he knocks, because like Lucci doesn't dodge. He's like, oh, well, Iron Body, like, this is fake. You've just filled up your hand with air. This isn't an actual attack. But no, it turns out, because it's like he's blown air into his bones, it's as hard as a full punch. And then he's like, gigant pistol, like just like a giant hand.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
I still don't
Um,
understand like some of the rubber qualities of Luffy's body. Like, if his
Yeah.
bones are rubber, should they not also like bend easily? Like, what about when Luffy eats? If he bites into something, do his teeth not just go
I think he
against
can
like?
control it to a certain extent.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
It would be annoying eating, and like everything you chew would have that like kind of squishy feel
Right.
to it. Like
Everything is halloumi.
yeah,
Yeah, but I guess like yeah, it's pretty gross though that he's biting through his entire finger so he can blow air into his bone underneath. It's pretty gross when you think about it.
See, the first time I thought because I've seen obviously in Naruto and stuff like that, they bite the thumb to get a bit of blood to do something, so I was kind of used to that.
Yeah,
And
and
then
have you seen Attack on Titan as well?
I've only seen the first season of that.
Well, that's how Eren triggers his Titan thing, isn't it? He like bites his thumb off, sort of thing.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's a thing in Japanese sort of folklore. If there's something about like thumbs and
I think it's just the easiest way they can think to get blood
yeah,
in a rush. It's like
yeah,
as opposed to I don't know, bite your tongue.
yeah, it's still pretty gross though. Like I don't like to think about Luffy's bones inflating like that, but here we are. And like we see how it works afterwards as well. I mean, this is something that'll happen like Chris, like you'll notice like the first time someone uses a crazy power, it's like, oh, here's the logic behind it. Every other time after that, they kind of don't really mess too much with like, oh, logically, this is how it works. But we see it like the air comes out of his hand and like fills his body up afterwards, and then he sort of like can shift it. I think he like puts it into his foot to like smash through his ship at some point.
Yeah.
I think later it's just the kind of gloss over the logistics of it a little bit. But yeah, it makes him chibi as well when it all runs out. When all of his air runs out and he's like a balloon. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because he hides from Lucci as a little child, isn't he?
yeah, because Lucci just decides to beat the shit out of him because he's like, oh, I've had enough of this. So I'm not going to wait for you to come back to full strength. He's like, you're going to die in this pathetic form.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to kill a child. Yeah.
I remember how the rest of the Straw Hats get to the gates. Like, do they
You
run
don't
down
remember?
a tunnel?
Mermaid.
Is it
Oh,
the
you
tunnel?
don't.
And then Granny Kokoro turns into a mermaid. Yes.
No, but like Chris, I was listening to our last episode. Well, I guess because it was just on tonight. But you were like, "What is this granny? Is she like a frog person?" And I didn't remember. I legit didn't remember. She was like a fish woman.
Yeah.
Fish was like, "Oh, I'm a mermaid." And once we grow old, our tails split in two. Like, oh, we're quite a mysterious species. And then she's like, "Oh, well, you'll learn about it if you go to Fishman Island later." Wink.
Yeah. I just thought it was amazing how Sanji's like has this vision in his head of the beautiful mermaids, and he looks at her and he's just like, "Oh, crushing me dreams, man."
Yeah.
I think even Zorro and Sniper King do the same thing.
Well, they all pass out, and it's credited to why they didn't drown because they're like, oh, they stopped breathing, so they didn't take any water into their lungs. And he's like, I wonder. He's like, I wonder what happened. And then Frankie's like, yo, what happened? But I do love in One Piece, they do this sometimes where it's like, technically they're making fun of this woman, but she doesn't care. She's just like, this is great. Like,
Too pissed to care, man.
exactly. But yeah, it's just hilarious. And she's just got like a shell bikini on the rest of the time. Just like, you go, girl.
Yeah. Oh, it's when she's changing in the ship later on.
And they're like,
does that mean that the little kid that she's got with her is in a mermaid as well?
Quarter mermaid, I think she is.
So is that actually Tom's child or a different child?
I think it's Tom's granddaughter, possibly.
There's layers to this.
Oh, well, yeah, it's because she calls her Granny Kokoro, doesn't she? So it's her granddaughter. So
I mean, everyone calls her Granny.
Quarter mermaid.
Yeah, monster Baba.
I don't know. Do we meet Kokoro's daughter?
Not as far as I know.
No.
But, great side characters, like, up there with the best.
Yeah.
So they managed to make the way back up and meet everyone at the Gates of Judgment. And all the Marines start coming for the Buster Call. Is it the Vice Admirals that jump down? And they've got to fight like 50 Vice Admirals?
Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Like, but did this surprise you as well, Chris, that the fight wasn't over yet?
No. What surprised me was I'd say that the leveling up of strength, everyone's wrecked, and they're batting away these vice admirals, and they're like, "Oh yeah, do you mean to tell me that every one of those people is as strong as Smoker from Loketown, which is kind of like where they started?
Yeah,
It's a good like progression thing, isn't it?
yeah, and like there's parts where like Soga King is like about to get killed, and then like like one of Lucci's attacks like flies and takes them out, and he's like, I beat them.
I still wouldn't say these guys were as strong as Smoker.
Not
Like, I would
quite.
still put Smoker ahead of all of them.
What
Yeah,
about the weird guy with the rust fruit?
that's fucked up, man. That caught me completely off guard when he just destroys Zoro's real life sword, and I'm just like, what? Like in like a
Yeah.
second.
Well, at least it wasn't the Waruichimanji or his cursed blade, which I can't remember the name of now.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
one was it though? Like,
Ketsu
was
blade
it just
or something.
his unnamed third sword, not
Yeah.
the mouth sword or anything?
I think it's the shop owner was like, "This is a very expensive sword. I want you to take it," and he gives Zoro it. I think it's that sword.
Okay.
Oh, well.
But yeah, he's pissed about that afterwards. He's just like staring at it, being like, "Damn, this sucks." But yeah, like this was quite cool, and I didn't expect more fighting because I was like, "Oh, you know, they'll find a way to get away as they always do. Something will show up to save them." But no, they have to actually like struggle. And yeah, so this is where like Lucci is like almost killing Luffy, and we get like basically Luffy's got like no energy left, and Usopp has to be like, get up. Like,
It's
stop
not even.
dying.
It's not Soga King either. It is actually Usopp with his mask
He
off,
does.
encouraging
does.
Luffy. That's such a nice moment, man.
But he's like, I'm still not happy to see your face, but stop dying. But yeah, it's like, so this is where Luffy like somehow manages to pull himself up one last time, and he's like, I'm not gonna go on my back until you're dead, sort of thing. And I don't know, he just pulls off because you say Lucci starts like collapsing because he's pushed himself too far at this point. And Luffy's just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do a jet Gatling gun, and it's gonna be the biggest attack I've ever done. And yeah, that's the end of all Lucci. I'm sure he like launches him through another wall as well, because like this tower's been like totally destroyed, and it's just like Lucci has been defeated, like over the intercom and stuff like that. Like when it finally happens.
Yeah.
But then they just turn all the guns on him, and like we're gonna blow up Straw Hat Luffy because he's stuck on the floor.
This moment, oh my god, man! It's just one of the best moments ever. Did you expect this, Chris? Did you think they were going to have to fight more, or did you expect for this extra character to show up? Well, character.
We have one more friend, Chris.
Who
they have to jump off the bridge.
The Good Mary.
The Good Mary shows back up.
Yes.
Because
yes, I love
Lucci.
that.
Was it Lucci that released it into the sea? No, was it Kaku?
Yeah.
Iceberg.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Kaku chucked it out of Frankie's building.
Yeah, but we learn a bit later that friggin' Iceberg just sat there and repaired it by hand because he felt the calling. He heard it speak to him.
Let me sail again. All right, I'll give up. I've got all these houses to build, but whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, but you hear like some weird like dolphin noises, I guess, where it's like yeah. And they're like, that's Mary's voice. I'm like, really? Okay.
What's he called? Cloud
or
something.
The Cloud. They do a quick flashback to that, don't they?
I do think it's weird how like Frankie initially tells Usopp about the Klabauterman, and then later on he's just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's like, I didn't.
Voice?
He's like, I didn't hear anything. Creeps. But yeah, so did you expect this was how they were gonna get out?
No. There's a couple of things I didn't expect about this as well. Like later on after, I didn't expect that to happen as well.
What, the funeral?
Or for it to explode.
Yeah. It's so sad, man.
It's got its own music video and everything.
Did you get emotional?
Of course I did.
Good. That is the saddest moment in One Piece so far, isn't it?
I didn't cry. I don't know. It was kind of like, oh no, it's like.
I cried, but I think I cried the first time this happened as well. And then every subsequent time I see someone sharing it, it still gets me. Where I'm like, no, I can't watch it again.
I wanted to watch this episode together because I wouldn't have watched the episode. I would have just stared at Chris the whole time just to see any emotion in his face and see how he feels when the Mary's on fire and sinking into the ocean. Oh no!
The fucked up thing about it, like, because at first they're like Zoro's like, this was a great ship. Nobody should shed a tear type of thing. Like, and then like there's a part where Luffy just breaks when he's like, no, we're sorry. Like we were terrible owners and stuff. And he's like, Zoro and Sanji broke stuff all the time. And Usopp was terrible at fixing it and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's when it gets you.
Yeah. And obviously Sniper King's bawling behind his mask.
Yeah, after he tries to hold it together for like half of it. And yeah, you get a music video montage with like a sad song, which I think was like the old credit song from like a season ago or something. And yeah, montage of everyone having good times on the Going Merry. And then it says sorry. That's the worst part as well. But it's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't come with you guys.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I think after that we're like everyone's safe. Like CP9 are like non-factor, and we do like
I'm assuming they're all dead from the Buster Call, like proper dead.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Paulie manages to save all those guys from the Buster Call with a massive net of ropes that he somehow pulls together.
Where does he get that from?
Where does he get his wonderful toys? I don't know, but Paulie's like a rock star when he gets back to Water 7 Like all the girls are like, Paulie, and he's like, shut up, get out of here. I love how embarrassed he is by anything like marginally sexual. Because there's the part where the two like Frankie girls like cuddle up to him and he just like goes red immediately.
I'm sure he calls like Nami and them two girls. Is it Lyman something else?
I mean, he always calls like he was calling them all like inappropriate and stuff before even like cauliflower and stuff. He was like like you shouldn't walk in here with boots like that.
I'm sure he calls them like harlots and stuff like that.
Probably. But yeah, so like we get like a 2 days later like flash forward, don't we, like after everyone's safe. But
big party.
Yeah, sort of.
A lot of meat and a lot of alcohol, and then people just keep showing up, don't they? And Luffy's just like, get more meat, get more alcohol. I don't know if this is in the post bit where they've checked this. Nami checks the safe and she's just like, where the fuck is my money?
Yeah, we have to do a quick like tidying up of business, like 3 episodes though, where it's like, oh, we confiscated all of your stuff, but we've brought it back because we're really sorry for trying to lynch you guys in the middle of town.
Oh, we found some orange tree saplings. Hey.
Yes, we didn't. They glossed over that, but apparently at some point they took the orange grove off the Going Merry, like kept it safely to one side. And but we think it's okay, but then a giant marine ship shows up. And this was where I felt bad because I think in one of the previous episodes I said that this had already happened because it happens in the live action.
Yeah.
Like after Orlong Park.
Yeah.
So the live action screwed with me, but this is where Garp officially shows up, like as a named character and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, Granddad.
Yeah. What did you think about Garp in the anime though? Because I know you've probably seen him show up in the live action a bit more, right?
I think he's more like Luffy in the anime so far than in the live action.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious how he's like just as stupid as Luffy, but like older. So it's like
holding him up. And he's like, everyone's like, has he fell asleep? And it's like, but Luffy's also asleep. And they're just both like,
I just like it when he breaks through the door and he's just like, all right, men, repair it.
He's like, well, why did you break it if you were going to tell us to repair? He's like, well, it looked cool. And then like they managed to talk him into helping. He's like, well, you should help since you're the one who broke it. He's like, fine. He's like, and then that's when like they're all trying to discuss it. And like Luffy's like, well, I don't really know what his job is. Like, stuff like that.
Is it Garp that tells Luffy about his dad as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's like,
yeah.
So because now Chris finally knows about Dragon.
Monkey Dragon.
And the Resistance as well.
Yeah.
Because he's from what I know and remember, Garp let slip that he's his granddad, obviously, and they ask about his dad, not his mom.
He doesn't even know he has a dad. He's like, oh, so you met your father at Logtown. He's like, what? I have a dad? What dad? Yeah, I do. That moment is hilarious when he like wakes him up with it, like punches him because Luffy's been asleep for like 2 days, and then he's just like, "Grandpa," and then everyone's like the entire building like shakes.
We skimmed over Luffy learning a new move as well. He
What?
learned how to sleep and eat at the same time.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't want to miss any of the 3 meals a day.
And we also get new Kobe and Helmeppo. What do you think of Kobe and Helmeppo now? Have they improved?
Kobe's definitely improved. Helmeppo is the same, but he's got weird glasses now.
Has a cool visor.
Yeah.
I do like how no one remembers him. He's like, it was me, the spoiled kid, remember? And they're just like it. And then
He's
they're
still
like,
the worst.
Oh,
But
he's better.
Kobe's finally cool.
Yeah, he is. I do like Kobe.
But how did he grow up that much? Because I was watching someone who like tried to break down a timeline of how long the Straw Hats have been at sea. And I'm pretty sure at this point it's only like a few months or something, which sounds ridiculous. But when you think about
a few months of rigorous training, though.
I know, but he's grown like 2 feet taller. So
it just happens when you go to sea.
When you're small, he was on the cusp of a growth spurt. Is that how we're explaining it? Yeah, but he knows how to use one of the 6 powers at least, though. That was a surprise when he's like shave. But then like Luffy's just like it. He doesn't recognize him, which I don't know if I would have. I can't remember if I would, because it does look completely different. Apart from, I don't know, it is completely different apart from the hair color, I guess.
Yeah. You don't think, oh, my mate used to have pink hair.
Yeah,
is that my mate?
But yeah, it's pretty cool. And like I say, I love Garp. How he's like, I probably shouldn't have told you that. When he's like, how about everyone forgets it? And then they're all like, what? Because it even shocks all the Marines when they're like, that's Dragon's first name, like Monkey D. And I don't know if they say it, but it's Monkey D Garp as well, right?
Yeah.
Monkey D Garp and Monkey D Dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Luffy. And it does
it's weird.
It does that cool silhouette of all 3 of them when it like zooms out and they're like, it's the strongest family type of thing.
It is a bit weird how everyone knows who Monkey D Dragon is, obviously except Luffy, and no one's put it together. Even with the
I don't think they knew the name. I think they only knew him as Dragon, like the revolutionary.
When I posted me Monkey D Dragon Funko Pop on TikTok, I had to like cover up the Monkey D bit just because it was precedes that. That's going to give it away immediately.
But deliberately didn't, because you said don't check the comments because people are commenting us straight away.
Yeah.
Someone commented saying,
why are you covering the Monkey D?
I put in the comments saying like nobody mentioned Dragon's first name. Chris doesn't know, and the first person went Monkey D Dragon. Delete that.
But yeah, like it's one of them things where like technically it's a spoiler, but if you'd known that, it doesn't change stuff massively because he's still to this day a very mysterious figure. Like it takes a long time. He likes a
monologue though, doesn't he?
What, Dragon or
yeah, he just goes out and because you see him in like a desert building and he just goes out into some sort of bridge that's broken.
Yeah,
and he's just like, someday I'll see you, Luffy. It's like, all right, who you talking to?
It's interesting though, because
Dragon does get some backstory eventually, mind, but the episodes haven't aired yet. In the manga, it's past it.
I was gonna say, like, that's what I mean. It's very like at the moment, it's not like well known in the fandom and stuff. But it's interesting because Robin has to be the one to try and explain it to Luffy, where she's like, how can I put this? She's like, well, you know how like pirates rarely declare war on the government, although we just did. It's like, well, the Revolutionary Army is literally trying to take down the government, like literally. And it's interesting how Luffy's like accidentally followed in his father's footsteps, like just sort of unknowingly. But then Garp's just working for them. It's a very interesting family dynamic.
Yeah, especially how he's not particularly bothered because he's not there to capture Luffy. He could at the minute because he's injured.
Well, I think that's part of the whole like sort of Japanese like a warrior's code of like, well, you've just been beat up for almost died. It's like, well, I couldn't possibly chase you now because it would be like too easy. It's like
be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, definitely. Like as much as Garp is a Marine through and through, like he at least seems to have some kind of moral code. But it's weird because like he's just adopted Kobe as his new grandson effectively. Like that's where he wanted Luffy to be effectively, was like training under him, and like Luffy just ran off and he's like, Where did you go? I left
We-
you on that island and you were supposed to become a Marine.
But we get the same kind of attitude from Garp's other protege
Mhm.
during the party. We get like Aokiji
Oh.
on the other side of the wall,
Which is fucked up
Mhm.
because that's
And-
going to be traumatic for Robin.
and he's just like, "Look, what?" He's just like, "Oh, have a nice life or whatever. I'm just going to leave you alone for a bit."
Yeah. And then he
Yeah.
starts cycling off. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh, oh.
Oh my, yeah, with his ice bike.
Is
I'd be
it,
interested to know. I might check into his voice actor. I wonder if they had him voice Dio in English JoJo as well, because it just sounds like Dio. Like, but like I'd seen One Piece first, but then now after I've watched like JoJo's, I'm like, oh, it's just like Dio is talking here, and he's still evil, but he's not like Dio evil. But it's off-putting.
Yeah.
Where are we going up to at the moment?
Do you
Well,
believe
this is generally called the post Enies Lobby arc, isn't it?
So, are we
It's
doing that? There's like, I think there's like 3 more episodes or something like that, and then there's the whole ship stuff.
Yeah.
Are we
leave the ship stuff till next week?
right? Okay. And what about the other ones? There's some shit episodes in the middle of this. Like
Are you about the
Zoro's a
Japan?
babysitter.
Oh, I like that. But weirdly, I don't mind fillers like that, but I don't
Yeah.
like the weird Luffy policeman in the middle of an intense fight. That is what I don't like.
I forgot the Boss Luffy things. We just mentioned
But
them
it's
just
like,
before
oh,
we came on.
You want to see
Yeah.
second gear? Like, nope. You've got to watch this instead.
Who stole the cherry blossom tree? I don't care, man.
We get
I wanna
Luffy
see what-
trying to find that dragon thing, the old seahorse thing.
Oh yes. I like that. I didn't mind that.
I wasn't really bothered. It was an old dead dragon thing that.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm comparing everything to that boss Luffy now because that genuinely did take us out of it, and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
If I
Absolutely.
didn't say that I was watching everything, I would have skipped them. I did watch them. I just wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
I skipped them, Chris. Sorry to say.
Oh
You
no.
could have skipped them.
Oh, we got
I
some
don't
weird
want. I
episodes.
don't want Cop Luffy.
We got
Sorry.
some weird episodes in the middle of this arc as well, didn't we? Where it's just, oh, here's Zoro's everything that's happened to Zoro so far in the anime.
Yep.
And here's everything that happened in
Yeah.
the army, and it went through every single crew member.
In
It was all when
4-3.
they were falling off the tower, and it's
Oh,
like, right,
yes.
and these feet, they're gonna drag out these seconds that they're falling onto the train.
I skipped that.
Yeah.
We did
So
technically skip over Frankie coming to the crew and being like, I'm really sorry, but I spent your money on this really cool piece of wood that went on the black market from Adam, the fucking first tree or whatever. And they're like, what? That exists and you're gonna build a ship for us? Like, okay, I guess so.
Yeah. So when because he did agree to build him a new ship.
Yeah.
And I thought he was just gonna recreate the Going Merry. They'd have the same like the same sheep's head on the front and everything, and then it would be kind of like the same ship. I did not expect the new ship.
Oh, that's fun. So you hadn't actually seen that design or anything, like in merch.
I've probably seen it. I
Yeah.
just didn't notice it.
I'm sure I've got
The Going
It-
Sunny
Thousand Sunny.
or Thousand Sunny.
It's probably used in more
Yeah.
like merchandise and stuff than the Going Merry has, to be fair. So you'll have seen it around and just not noticed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool though, because like Frankie's like, do you know who else's ship was made out of this Adam tree? The Oro Jackson. And then everyone's like, whoa, gets
Oro
everyone pumped up.
Jackson.
So yeah, apparently Gold Roger's ship was built out of the super wood that can travel any sea, which makes sense. Because if he'd been to Sky Island, and survived, like the poor Mary did not survive Sky Island.
Well,
Even
I think the
after
Going
the
Merry is
go-
probably better than the Oro Jackson, with its like coup de
Is it?
burst kind of stuff and its extra
Oh,
little
yeah.
vehicles and things.
Oh, Chris hasn't seen all them yet.
I've
Well.
seen where it just fought out the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's when Gorp has to capture them, and they're just like, "Oh, actually, yeah, sorry, we've got to take it in," as they're leaving, and then Frankie's just like, "Well, I fought my way out of this one,"
Check
and
it
the
out.
ship just flies away.
Well, if we are talking about this, we've got to talk about how they got Frankie to join the crew.
Yes, yes, I
Steal
love
his
this.
underpants.
This is why Frankie's the best character, man. Does it with gusto.
running through the streets, and everyone's just like, "Look at that pervert! What's he doing?"
That's a running thing as well with him being called a pervert. Like, like even though he doesn't actually, he's probably out of the men, him and Zorro, probably the least pervy, like the grown men
Yeah.
on the crew.
With this part, I really like the. I think in the dubbing, they had so much fun with the crowd work for this because you can hear
Yeah.
people like kids' voices going, "Mommy, what's that?" And they're like, "Look away, look away."
I'm glad you love Frankie though, because like
It's the
he's
best.
you've got him for a long time now as well. Like this is still early on in the journey, so you've got plenty more to come.
It's not just stealing his underpants. I've just remembered. Robin
Oh, with the
grabs him by the balls, and
Yep.
squeezes.
And they're all like, it's grabbed his balls like all that stuff. And don't they do like Austin Powers like hiding his like his dong,
Yes.
like with like with the bit that's sticking out the ground and like shining lights. Yep.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's why Frankie's the best man.
I don't know if there's anything we've missed with like those the few little filler episodes. Did it go through what everyone was doing, or did it just do like Luffy looking for the seahorse, Zorro babysitting the kids? Did Sanji do it? Did Sanji go and cook us? Oh, Sanji went and ate food at that old man's stall, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
And it turns
when
out
he
it's
discovers salt.
Fucking useless
Oh
episodes.
yeah. Because there's all that like weird like water meat stuff to keep on talking about.
Yeah.
Which is in that cookbook that I got.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, when we eventually catch up, can we watch the current episode together with some water meat or something?
Well, that's what I was thinking, right? Because it has the cherry pie recipe in it. This cherry pie is the best. So yeah, we should definitely do like a big party for some kind of event.
I'm game for that.
Maybe we'll catch up by the time it comes back for season 2.
I think we will. Do Nami, Robin, and Chopper get up to anything?
I cannot remember.
Well, it mustn't be important then. If we
No.
can't remember, then they did out. Nothing useful anyway. Oh well.
It's fine.
But yeah.
No.
So they've got the Thousand Sunny, and do you prefer the Thousand Sunny to the Going Merry, or is it going to take you some time to get used to it?
I'm straight away. I'm converted.
Yeah, because Frankie built
Just
it.
like one, Frankie built it. 2, it's got a indestructible super keel, and it's got like weird go-go gadget contraptions on it now.
Yeah.
And I was instantly just like, yeah, this is a ship for me.
I think I'll
Sorry.
always like the masthead, like the sheep, a lot better than the little lion. I mean, the little lion's
sunny lion.
cute.
It's not a sunflower.
No, but no, I definitely do prefer like the Mary's like head. It's cuter. But it's probably just because it died, and I have to respect the death.
It's too emotional to forget.
Yeah, you know what the messed up thing is as well. Like it shows back up sort of like in a. I think it's just one of the covers of the like the manga or something. Like they show it at the bottom of the sea at some point, like the masthead.
Oh no!
I'm like, dude, Oda, why did you draw that? That's heartbreaking.
Because Luffy says something like, "I know it's cold and dark and lonely at the bottom of the sea,
I know.
and we'll want to see you off," or something like that. Like,
They should have maybe took that part with them. But no, like I don't know. Iceberg was like, you gotta let it die, son.
yeah,
It's on life support here.
We didn't talk about Usopp.
Oh yes,
coming back, because I really like this, because when they are in the new this is a bit after we're talking about this now, or another.
I think this is like part of the end of the post, isn't it? Usopp.
Yeah, because you said it before, where the giants ask him if he wants to go to Elbaf, and he's kind of like,
maybe.
That's it. Sanji sees Usopp in the street, just practicing like, "Oh, guys, well, I'm here. Obviously, you're going to want us back because I'm Usopp and I'm amazing. So why wouldn't you want us back?" And he's practicing like loads of different scenarios, and he tells the crew, and they're just like, Zorro, that's like, if he does not apologize, he's not coming back. Like, and if you let him back, I'm going.
Yeah.
Zorro's gonna chop his hands off again. Follow through on his threat.
So they have to agree
I do get
to
it though.
And it's while they're getting chased by Garp, they see Usopp on the side, and they all just turn their back to him. And he's just like, "No, please don't leave without us." And then he's like, "I'm sorry," and they're like, "Yes, he apologized."
That's enough. Yeah.
And Luffy reaches his arm over and pulls him onto the boat. And then the Kuda
Yeah.
bursts. Just as Garp throws that giant the anchor, which is like a massive cannonball, about to crush the Thousand Sunny.
Garp doesn't have a devil fruit or anything, does he?
No.
He's
never.
just a
No.
sicko, Chris. he's just full sicko mode all the time.
I do like his Hawaiian shirt, though.
But no, like Garp is just like on a different level, and it sort of shows you like, oh, there's like past CP9, there is more. There's more that humans can do if you try hard enough.
Well, maybe he's Kobe in the future.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the best teacher. If Luffy had stuck around, nah, he has to do his own thing, Luffy, with his rubber body.
Oh.
No one can teach that.
Wait there. Does that mean Ace is his grandson as well?
No comment.
You
What do you
do
mean?
find out that pretty soon. They're going into some Ace stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have they revealed Ace's full name yet, Lee,
No.
from what you remember? Okay.
Nope. I'm completely keeping away from that.
Oh, right. Oh, so I've stumbled into something there because I was just like, he calls it Ace. He's put a podcast to Ace.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have heard it then. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Christy is.
So not Monkey.
it's like a half brother
Don't know.
or something.
Well, the only thing that Garp said so far is like, oh, I trained you and then I left you with Ace. Like, and then he lost you, like, you know. I guess we're to understand Ace went off to sea and left Luffy on the island when he was supposed to look after him. And then that's how he got taken up in the pirate stuff.
Yeah. Ace goes
Then-
up
then
and
Bo-
becomes captain of the Spade Pirates. I think he defeats.
Oh, all right.
I think he defeats a warlord. I can't remember
Bit
who.
casual and that, like.
So one of the warlords is new, who
Right.
has replaced that old warlord. And then I think Ace gets beaten by Whitebeard. This is all. This isn't even in the manga. This is like a separate side story that came out, like Ace's story or something.
Yeah.
And I think Whitebeard beats him, and then he's like, "Come and join me. You can be part of my family." And it becomes like the
Why
second-
wouldn't you join Whitebeard? He rules. But
Legion
yeah,
commander or something.
this is actually Garp talks about the 4 emperors.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many. I think he only name drops 2 of them because he's like Shanks and Whitebeard, and then you see some silhouettes. And I don't know if it's like first run at some character designs, or if we're supposed to not, or if it's just supposed to be like shadow figures or anything.
Oh, so we won't have seen them before then.
No.
Right. Okay.
But like you do eventually meet all the 4 emperors, you know, like over the story. But I don't know, like I'm not really sure what if they were going for like, oh, it's like shadow figures that aren't actually the right designs, or if this was like proto designs for them, because you see like a shadow silhouette behind Garp.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the shadows that Oda draws never look like the finished character. I don't know if he just hasn't planned it yet.
Yeah.
Or if he just doesn't care and he's just trying to
It looked
throw
a bit
people off.
like one of them, but then there was just like a random face at the bottom, and I was like, I don't really know what they're going for there. And because it's like this massive world where stuff goes on that you don't even see, like you don't even know if the emperors switch over by the time you see them and stuff, like how the
Yeah.
warlords sometimes just switch out. There's plenty of mystery left.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've
So-
learned a
Oh.
lot today about hierarchies.
So one last part of the post Enies lobby, which is Ace and Blackbeard.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we see Ace face off against Blackbeard, and
Yeah.
we finally see Blackbeard's power, which is the what is it, like
Yeah.
the dark fruit or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
was
I-
it
can
like
I just-
shadow? I don't know.
Can I just say I think Blackbeard's crew are dicks.
Oh, they're awful.
Yeah. There's the weird decrepit horse bloke who gives
Yeah.
them apples. There's or poison apples. There's the weird Mucho Libre wrestling guy who
Oh,
just
he's
scans
great.
mental.
No, he's great. You can't, no,
And-
no bad word against him.
Victorian sniper guy.
Yeah.
And is there another one? Or is that it?
There's like a big woman with a long nose, like a kind of witchy looking woman.
Oh, I
I
can't
don't know,
remember
maybe she
her.
hasn't shown up yet, but
They're the worst.
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I think like I don't know if like Lee knows more than me, but I'm pretty sure that horse is like its own. I'm not saying it's like a man horse, but I think the horse has like a Pegasus fruit. So not only is it like it's like two crew members in one.
Is
Weird
it-
doctor guy.
Is it a Pegasus that ate a horse fruit or a horse that ate a Pegasus fruit?
No idea.
I can't remember anything about that.
But yeah, I don't know why there's like a weird melted doctor on the top of it, or I can't remember what its power is either. It's probably like all of Blackbeard's crew have like a gross, like mean power because they're just all dirtbags.
Yeah, because
Apart from Jesus Burgess, who's just a wrestler, which is a great name as well.
Do we even see the outcome of the Ace versus Blackbeard fight?
no.
I think you just see a big thing, don't you? Like the two powers clashing.
I'd put the screenshot in the chat that we've got, and it's just half black, half fire, the whole island. Them poor villagers, man.
Dead. All dead.
Before that, we saw Shanks actually meeting Whitebeard as well. Shanks drinks an unbelievable amount of sake.
How do you even lift that bowl?
It's just strong.
He's just like
hard as out.
He's hard.
Yeah, you basically went into the realm of superhumans now. So like think like Dragon Ball Z levels of strength is where we're getting to at the moment.
He's like 40's way through like tons of Marines to go and see Whitebeard and say like, look, Ace shouldn't be going after Blackbeard. Like he's a fucking dick.
Yeah. So because it explains it a little bit. So Blackbeard was part of Whitebeard's crew because he was biding his time to get a devil fruit that he wanted, that he'd been studying the shapes to kind of like correlate what the powers were.
Yeah.
And the rule was first come, first serve. If you find a devil fruit, you've got free reign to have it. But then another ship member picked it up, the one that he wanted, which was this black hole fruit thing. Sorry? Thatch, yes. So he killed him, which is against Blackbeard's rules. And is that why Ace is putting him down?
Yeah, effectively.
It's kind of like a revenge. You kind of break the rules of the crew. You've got to die now.
Yeah, like he betrayed the family. But yeah, that's interesting how they figure that stuff out. Because because we said before, you can't have two. So it's not as if Whitebeard can hoard devil fruits. It's like, well, no, the crew has to have them because what's the point otherwise? Like, we could sell them. But then that's dangerous because if you sell the wrong fruit to some guy, he could turn around and destroy your crew, sort of thing.
And
because
sorry, go on.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's weird. Does that mean every banana-shaped fruit gives you some kind of giraffe-like power or long power?
Well, remember it was the ox fruit model giraffe. So
right.
I don't know. There might be some different ox fruits, but no, that's the one giraffe one. I'm sorry.
Oh well. Good thing I think wolves are better than giraffes.
I've got one last thing to ask that I can't remember if it revealed this. Did it say whose crew Shanks was on before he became his own captain?
I can't remember if it did or didn't.
I'm sure it did.
Well, it's fine. There's a flashback episode eventually, so Chris will see.
Is he not on? Is he not on Whitebeard's?
No, I'm sure it revealed it.
Is he on Gold D. Rogers?
Yeah, well, you have to say it now.
Yeah.
You've led up to it too much.
Yeah, but who else was also on the same crew as Shanks?
Boogie.
Boogie the Clown. Shit, little Boogie the Clown was on Gold D. Rogers' crew, man.
Bloody hell.
It wasn't just a lie.
So
when he tells you stuff like that.
So that means Shanks and Boogie have been on Skypiea. Oh, sorry, the island before it separated. And they know about poneglyphs then.
Well, Shanks for sure unsure about what Boogie knows, but no, I don't know. I don't know if it shows you the exact timeline of like when they sort of broke off or whatever, or if he did take children to Skypiea with him.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Does that mean? Do you know that? What's he called? The knight guy from Skypiea. Do you know the horse?
Ganfall.
The horse.
Yeah.
Yes. So he must have recognised Luffy's hat then. I mean, I know straw hats might be a bit common, but
actually, not a lot of people do seem to recognize the hat, apart from like big characters that were like personally involved. So I don't know if it was like a famous icon until Straw Hat Luffy, basically.
Right.
Yeah, because he wasn't called Straw Hat Shanks or like Straw Hat Roger or anything.
It's weird because It's weird because everyone calls like Shanks like redhead in the Japanese one. It's like, oh
yeah,
like that red hair. Like just called him Ginger.
He's the only Ginge in One Piece.
Yeah, red-haired Shanks isn't that cool of a name in English.
I don't know. It's better than like Peg Leg Pete.
You say that.
Thatch.
Yeah.
Named after a cider.
Is that everything for this week?
I think so. Are we going on to the bark tree one? Willow's bark or
Thriller Bark. Yeah, we've got the ice.
Thriller Bark.
The Ice Hunter saga or something next. Or Ice Hunter Arc.
Yeah, so I'm watching that at the minute. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, essentially filler.
We'll get
That's
there.
fine.
Though.
That's good to know.
If I
'Cause don't
remember
care.
right, if I remember right, Thriller Bark escalates quickly. Then it sort of has a, it's one of the longer ones. I think Lee was saying, like, it's quite a few episodes.
So
I think it's about 40 episodes or something for Thriller Bark. And I think the
it
Ice
has-
Hunter saga is about 10.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad then. But it definitely
No.
starts strong.
But we did talk about dotting in a couple of the films when we come to them as well,
Yep.
in case we kind of catch up with the 40 episodes in a week.
Yeah.
So we'll
Oh, yeah,
probably start
don't-
introducing a couple of them.
Yeah, so if we have any fans who are eager for the next episode, bear with us. We'll try our best.
This is our equivalent of a filler episode, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll just start meandering conversations about nothing.
But yeah, till next week when we should probably do Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and
Yeah,
subscribe.
cheers for watching. Bye.